Welcome, everyone. My name is Shawn Jones, and I'm the CEO of the iNetrapreneur Network. And today I have an incredible individual. She is focused on healing others. She is the owner, founder of Healing Peace Within. I have today Jennifer Farrar. Jennifer, welcome.
Thanks. That was such a lovely introduction.
Jennifer, you know me. I am a big proponent of let's get to know the person behind the business, because at the core, we're all people first. Our businesses just add on to our personas, and it's a means for us to help others. So share with us, who is Jennifer on a personal level?
Oh my gosh, that has so changed for so long throughout my life. I am one of 8 kids. I'm number 7 in that line, so I'm the second youngest. And I love to read, and I love to take long walks with my hubby of 26 years. And I don't know even how to answer that, to be honest with you.
Well, at your core, you're about energy.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And you have your business, Healing Peace Within. So let's start down. What is energy people hear that term. I work with energy. I'm a healer. I'm in holistic. Share with us what it means to work with energy for you.
For me, it's an emotion. I'm an empath. And it took me a long time to understand that. I'm 58 now. I was actually in my 40s before another healer said, "Oh, by the way, Jennifer, you're an empath." And I went, "What? What? I'm what?" And then I started thinking about all my experiences throughout my life. And I went, "Oh my gosh, I am an empath." And then it was, how can I use what I'm feeling? Because everything, it's kind of not real to me unless I'm feeling it. For some people, they have to see it to believe it. I have to feel it to believe it. So it literally, in my whole body, is attuned to emotion and tuned to what's going on with people around me. It's not something that I can escape. It's not something that I can shut down. When I'm working with a client, I use it to feel, sometimes with my hands and sometimes with the rest of my body, feel their restriction, feel where they're in resistance, feel where their pain is or where their emotion is, because there's not always a one-on-one correlation between where their pain is and what their emotion is, or where they are feeling their emotion in your body. So for me, it's all about feeling into it, tuning into their body, tuning into their energy, their aura, their energy field, and using that to figure out how to help them and how to release whatever that restriction is. Sometimes I'll feel it like I feel resentment in my upper chest, and it just feels sick. And I'll feel when someone's not either telling me the truth or lying to themselves about something, or I'll feel restriction in my throat. Mm-hmm. And in my fear down lower in my chest, whenever they're afraid of something, I may not know what that fear is, but I know it's fear. And that's
so with you, yeah. So Jennifer, what I'm hearing is your body is like a detector. Your own body radiates in different areas depending on the emotions that are before you with your clients, correct?
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. And that happens whether they're right in front of me in my office or online.
You pick up on the energy from no matter where somebody's at.
Right. Actually, yes. It does not matter, because it's not site specific. Mm-hmm. Because it's like projecting myself or projecting me into or near somebody else. And then that allows me to read their energy.
Now, when you work with clients with your business healing piece within, what is your area of expertise? Why are clients coming to you, and what specifically do you work with? Traumas? Do you work with more like just helping them find the answers that they have within it? Do you work with kids, adults? What do your clients look like?
Mostly women. I do have several men. I don't work with a whole lot of kids. Mostly people who can vocalize and tell me what's going on with them. And the answer to what do I work with people with is mostly trauma. Mostly they know that something's stopping them, and I'm helping them figure out what that is. And more often than not, it's situations in their life that, for me, the energy just like it's flowing, and then it stops. And I'm like, oh, that's where it is. And sometimes I'll get an age range. Sometimes I'll get very specific. I figure out what's their belief system. So I'm working with their subconscious, trying to shift into something more positive so that they can create their own. I am a coach in a sense, but I'm not really going to tell you what to do as in the traditional coaches. This is like a life coach. This is what you have to do to make your life better. My point of view is I'm going to figure out what's that piece of information or pieces of information that's going to help you make better choices for yourself. Because what I think you should do is entirely different than what may or may not be right for you.
Oh, absolutely. And I can say also, Jennifer, from personal experience, you and I were having a conversation one day and not knowing what was going on personally. You said, Sean, you have the answers. You already know. And I was just like, I do know. And you picked up on that. And it was something that I personally was trying to put the brakes on and feel for me, is that really something I really want to do? Is that where is that my path? And as much as I was trying to deny it, I had been wrestling, and you knew, and we're in two entirely different states and including across the United States from each other. You would have had no way to know what was going on with me personally. And because of that conversation you and I had, the next day I got up and made that choice of change for me. And I owe that to the random conversation you and I had. And so it's a testament as to you do pick up on what people are thinking, feeling, what's going on with them, even if they're not verbalizing it to you.
Well, and it literally was random because it was we were on another call with other people. And in this instance, the cool part is you didn't really you needed, how do I phrase that? You needed confirmation that what you were feeling was correct. What that was at the time, I didn't know. I didn't know until weeks later when you announced it.
You're going, wow.
I was like, oh, that's what that was.
Yes.
But for most people, they're not there yet. They're not to that point. So I help them get to that point where you can say, yes, that's what I want. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to go for it.
When you work with clients, Jennifer, do you work in groups, like group sessions? Do you focus more on the one-on-one sessions? Do you have a program that you have people go through, or is it just as they need assistance, help?
I have a 4-session package that it's renewable. So I try to do as much work as fast as we can, as fast as the client is willing to go, and where they're willing to really dig in. I don't have like a group program. I do workshops. I have a workshop coming up on October 29th. October 29th. And that's concerning money. So we're going to look at your points of view and your genetics and all that good kind of stuff and release a lot of that. A lot of that hurt and pain surrounding money. But no, everything is individualized and mostly, and here's the reason. What I do is so emotional that sometimes people, if I'm in a group, like a group program, people aren't going to speak up because I deal with a lot of people who have been sexually assaulted by family members and friends who have had just some of the most horrific things happen to them.
Yeah.
That doesn't, one, I don't want that coming out in a group session because people need to feel safe.
They do.
And that's my whole point. It's like sometimes I feel like I hold their soul in my hands and just gently walk them through helping them stand back up and become more of themselves. So mostly it's individual.
That's beautiful. Now, Jennifer, if somebody would like to get in contact with you to talk to you more about your company, Healing Peace Within, they are looking for some changes in their life or a new perspective, how can they get in contact with you?
You email Jennifer Farrar, Jennifer at Healing Peace Within is the best way to do it. I also have a Facebook page, Healing Peace Within, and an Instagram page, Healing Peace Within. All of my contact information is on those pages.
That's great. And Jennifer, your workshop that you have coming up, is that also on your website if somebody would like more information? Or
it's on my Facebook page. It's on my Facebook page in the events. Things like that, I will do group.
Okay.
But as far as programs, no.
That's incredible. Well, Jennifer, as always, I love our conversations. Every time I learn something new about how you're making a difference in this world. And on a personal level, I thank you for the clarity that you gave me because it really was life-changing.
I can't wait to see what comes from that. I'm so excited. And thank you. Thank you very much.
You are welcome. Well, for those of you who have just watched, I interviewed Jennifer Farrar. She is the owner, founder, the person behind her business, Healing Peace Within. You will be able to learn more about Jennifer and even book a session or attend her workshop. Jennifer has also been our speaker at the Art of Connection Virtual Global Summit that took place, and the next one will be held on February 23rd of 2023. For more information, or if you're interested in being the next speaker at the Art of Connection Summit, you can visit artofconnectionsummit.com.